How do you reduce nervous speed talking? This is something I still struggle with a lot, but there are a few techniques I've tried to apply to reduce my speed. But the larger thing we notice is that when we train people, they're generally easy talkers. And as soon as they're put into a nervous situation, their speed just goes out of control, which makes them come across as a lot more nervous as well. And that's what I want to focus on, not just reducing your speed if you're a naturally fast speaker, but how do you control your pace when you're put in a nerve-wracking situation, like on stage, in front of your seniors, or when you're put on the spot. And to show you that, I want to show you this example by Sundar Pichai. Just watch him speak here.
Can't believe it's 1 year already. It's a beautiful day. We're being joined by over 7,000 people, and we are live streaming this as always to over 400 events in 85 countries.
Now, the average pace of speaking is 140 to 150 words per minute. But in this clip, Sundar Pichai is speaking at 109 words per minute. And you can see how calm he's coming across to be. This doesn't mean we want to just speak slowly all the time, but controlling our pace can really help us manage our nerves a lot more effectively. So in this video, we're going to get into how to break down your speaking speed to control it, the easiest technique to immediately reduce nervous speed talking, and a daily exercise to control your pace and improve your clarity of speech. By the way, if you're new here, hi, my name is Radeep from Frantically Speaking. We release regular communications content, so if that's your thing, hit subscribe. And if you want to take your communications learning to the next level, you can click the link in the description to check out our courses and see if we can work together. Let's get into it. Reduce your WPM. WPM stands for words per minute. When you're communicating, if you are a naturally fast speaker like how I am, we tend to stumble on our words a lot more because we're speaking just way too fast. This simple shift of slowing down your WPM can make a world of a difference. But first, you need to find out what your WPM is. It's very simple to do. You just need 4 things. You need your phone's audio recorder, a speech topic, a transcribing application, and a blank Word document. First, you get your speech topic by simply going on ChatGPT and typing, hey, give me a 1-minute speech topic on blank industry. Just insert whatever industry you're currently in. Once you get some speech topic options, pick one and start speaking on it while audio recording yourself for up to 1 minute. Stop exactly at the 1 minute mark, even if you're mid-sentence, it doesn't really matter. You then want to put this audio recorder on the transcribing application or website. There are tons of websites out there for free. Just put your audio recorder there, it'll give you an entire transcription of your audio recording. You want to copy paste the transcription to your Word document and simply count the number of words you've spoken. That becomes your WPM. If that count is over 150, it means you're speaking fast. And you need to consciously work on slowing down your pace to improve the mind and mouth connection. So how do we reduce our speed? Here's the easiest technique to help you do that. But before that, let me tell you a quick story. When I was learning public speaking, I remember this one speaker who I saw. His name is Oliver. And when I saw him go on stage, every time he spoke, there was just a sense of calmness that helped him communicate his points so concisely, and overall he was just a very memorable speaker, someone you feel like listening to. And one time I got the courage to go up and ask him, hey, how do you speak like this? Can you tell me your secret? How are you so confident? And he said, Radeep, if you really looked closely at my legs while I'm speaking, you'll notice that they're shaking. That's how nervous I really am. And I asked him, I'm like, oh, then how do you manage to control your nerves so effectively? And he said this, he said, when most people go on stage, they go on stage and start speaking immediately. But if you notice when I go on stage, you'll notice that for the first 2 to 3 seconds, I am in the center, just being silent. And I thought about him speaking, and I noticed the next few times when he did speak, when he would go on stage, he would just, for the first 2 to 3 seconds, be on top, look at everybody with 0 words. And 2 seconds seems like a short amount of time, but when you're on stage and you have so many eyes looking at you, it can seem like an eternity. But the thing that he told me is that when you manage to pause before you start speaking, you're allowing your mind to get familiar with that environment. So it has a lot more time to not just gather relevant information, but to organize it so that you're able to speak in a structured manner without blanking out. And this principle of the 2-second pause seemed to cascade everywhere. You can take it to a general conversation, in an interview. Whenever you're asked a question, instead of having the impulse to respond immediately, just pausing for about 2 seconds can give our mind enough time to gather and structure the relevant information, and hence help us speak from a much more rooted place as opposed to sounding very frantic. But how do you put these things into practice? Can you have a daily exercise routine which helps you to control your pace and increase the clarity of your speaking? Yes, there is. It's known as the articulation exercise. And the way it works is You pick up a paragraph from a book or the internet, and when you read it, simply try to open your mouth completely while doing so. This can look a little idiotic, but the more you practice speaking like this, think of it as going to the gym but for your jaws. You're trying to stretch them out completely, and if you speak like this for 5 to 10 minutes continuously, you'll notice that your jaws are feeling a little sore. Now, when you actually speak in a general setting, you don't want to continue speaking like this, but practicing it that way can help to translate it in a less exaggerated format when you have a general conversation. And when you notice fast speakers, the reason why we tend to speak fast is because we're not opening our mouth completely. And because we're not doing that, we're able to go faster and faster because our lips don't have to move much. So when we start opening our mouth and get used to that style of speaking, we're automatically able to slow our speech down as well. But the problem is that when you're nervous, it's not just about speaking fast or slow, it's about how relevant can you make your words and how well can you structure them while communicating. So if you want to know how to improve your articulation, we've packed all the lessons that we've learned in this video right here. 9 years of articulation lessons in 9 minutes.